Hello, 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 welcome, welcome. This is 6 Yard Box. So you're welcome. This is all about 90 minutes where we look at the game between and Tottenham and Arsenal at the Emirates yesterday in the London Derby. And it was one of those games, man. It was one of those games whereby it's just as a Tottenham fan, it was tough. It was tough to watch. I think it just shows where the two sides are in the league. Before we get cracking, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, share. And yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome to this all about 90 minutes. Just my match reaction to the game between Tottenham and Arsenal. Um, yeah, what can I say, man? What can I say? Let's get into the team list first. For Tottenham especially, Tottenham had in goal Kinski, the new goalkeeper, right back Poro, left back Jed Spence, and in then they had Bogval, Kulu, and Bogval, Kulu, and Bissouma. No, they had Sa, Bogval, and Bissouma in the middle. Up top, they had Kulu, Solanke, and Son up top. Arsenal were missing a couple of players as well, but we'll get into it. The two teams here, but we're missing players, but I think Tottenham missing a lot more key players. So the game kicked off. It was good. It was a good game. Tottenham, for Arsenal especially, started really well. Put Tottenham under a lot of pressure. Pressing really high. Not giving Tottenham any wait for them to play out. And it was very tough. It was very tough for Tottenham in the first 10, 15 minutes. They couldn't get out of their half. And it just felt like something was not right. Something was not right the way we played. Couldn't get out. Couldn't, normally when you get pinned back, you win the ball in transition. You make one or two passes, you're out of the press, but we just couldn't. Bissouma, he couldn't. He needs the people that are supposed to do the job in midfield, they didn't do it. For me, it was so poor. It was really poor from Tottenham. But they got the rubber to bring 24 minutes. I think it was Sada created the chance. He tried to cross the ball, was blocked for corner. Corner was taken. I think somebody headed it up in the air, came to Sonny at the edge of the ball. Sonny smashed it in, took a deflection, and went into Tottenham with a goal up. And after that goal, you're thinking, okay, got the rub of the green. We're playing well, and we need to stay in the game as long as possible. To be fair, they did that for a while, and they defended the corners really well. But it's one of those things whereby it's just don't feel right. Just don't feel right, and on 39 minutes, The ball went out. Tottenham should have had the corner. Normally when your team is leading and they're playing on the counter, they're trying to play on the counter. You can see that you're trying to catch them on the counter when you break. But Tottenham didn't really break. We couldn't really get any momentum going even after we scored. Um, and it's one of those whereby it's just the maturity of the team. The team is now yet matured, especially when you have players missing big players. People might say those two players played before, but I think Tottenham will be better with those two players in the team and will win more games. And Arsenal got the equalizer through from the corner. It was never a corner. Ball comes into the box. Dragusin was struggling with Gabi all night long. But he managed to get to the ball, but the ball came off. Shonan to go in, making it 1-1. And from then on, I think he was Arsenal trying to go and get the win. Tottenham, I was looking at the time. You can tell it was almost time for halftime. They just needed to get into halftime. But the team don't have no control on that yesterday. I think when they're playing away from home, it's kind of different the way they approach the games. And they were struggling. And Arsenal Arsenal got the goal, which was a poor goal. I hate that goal. It makes me I was really pissed off. Bissouma gave the ball away. People were saying Poro, where is Poro? Because Poro had gone to thinking we were going to attack, so he's gone forward in his position as a right back to create chances and to create width on the right. Bissouma had a couple of passes on, but he just got bullied off the ball. And he could have fouled his man as well. I've not watched it back, so I wouldn't really know if he could have. But it was so poor. The goal, that's one goal you don't want to concede. The ball went out to Trossard. He took a touch and then hit it first time, beat the goalkeeper. Bounced. I think the ball bounced just off the goalkeeper. People say he should make that save. Yeah, maybe, but I'm not going to blame a goalkeeper for that kind of stuff because. If you lose the ball in transition like that, the focus of everybody shifts immediately. And it was a poor goal to concede. I didn't know where Dragusin was then. I'm not sure where Dragusin on, but tracking back, especially from our midfielders, Sarr and Bissouma, they don't track back properly. Maybe they can't do it, or maybe they just don't want to do it. For me, I think they're just really, really poor in tracking their runners, and tracking back. But that's your job as a defensive midfielder. You got to get back into position and help your defenders out. And after that goal, Arsenal just kept the ball, did what they have to do. Tottenham often puffed. The thing that really pissed me off was our attack was just really poor. Sonny, poor. Sri Lanka was okay-ish. Kulu, that's normally very strong. He was bullied by the younger left back, Lewis Keller, or I can't remember his name now. He was very good. But the old defense was just really strong. Really, there was a ball that Sonny, for me, I got one more season with Son. If Sonny continues like this next season, it's got one more. It's got an extension on his contract. But for me, I think it's, I never want to say that about Sonny, but for something all right, You can tell he was running, but he was not moving anywhere. And Saliba just got there. Defensively, they were just too strong. They bullied our forwards. We were not strong at all in our duels, 1v1. And that's the first thing about football. If you don't have the intensity to compete, you ain't going to get that ball. Because it's all about fighting for the ball sometimes. We fight for the ball most of the time. And if you don't have that, that thing to win the ball back and then start letting your skill show or letting your football do the talking. And it was poor, it was bad. And Tottenham just created a couple of chances. They were not crossing the ball as well. I don't know why they don't do that. We see against Liverpool when they come high, put things that ball in behind. He tried that yesterday, but I think Arsenal countered that with Raya coming out to mop up. But Arsenal, after going that goal, they had a couple of more chances where Tottenham people was making mistakes and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, but for me, there are two things that's wrong with Tottenham. The injuries are there, yeah, fine, but players are still making mistakes, and you can do whatever you want. Even if you have your full team, when your players are still making mistakes upon mistakes, and sometimes it's just what it is. For me, it's getting to that stage now whereby I'm just tired of losing games, especially in the league. We've got 2 games coming up now. At least in those 2 games, we need at least 4 points out of 6. Those 2 games, that's the minimum. Can't afford to lose the 2. Got Everton, and then we got Leicester after that. So Ange hopefully he gets players back. The board have said they're going to back him, which is good. I still believe in the manager. I always back every single manager. For me, I think the managers, the way Tottenham are, I keep saying this, the way they run Tottenham, it's going to take a lot of time to build a good team. Tottenham don't buy expensive. They do buy expensive players, but they go range and shopping. Where they shop for their players. They buy young Z. How many players did we sign? The players we've been signing are all young players. And if that's not saying something to the fans, then some of the fans need to open their eyes. Right? You're buying kids basically, and you're expecting them to play, to challenge in this league. It's going to be tough. And upon the big players are not performing as well, and and some of them are getting injured. So there's a lot of combinations of things going on. But for me, I'm still with the manager. I'll back him. And next season, I know this season for me is done. I'm not going to judge him this season, even if we don't win a cup, because people say we want to win a cup, but cups are not. Still have to play good teams to win those cups. So yeah, it's gonna be next season when I judge him. When he's got one more window. Hopefully they'll back him in this window because apparently Tottenham are after about 6 players. But I don't believe that. I think that's just press talking shit. We've signed one player already. I think I expect a striker, a forward player, and a defender. But we know what Tottenham needs. To be honest, we need 2 new wingers, 1v1 monsters that can just rip defenders up and get into the box. That's what Tottenham need. I think Johnson is, for me, I like him. He scores goals. He can be a squad player. Sonia for as well. I think I think he's lost his pace, man. For me, there's something not right. Yeah, he can be a squad player as well. We need somebody to push him. Werner is not the answer, so Werner is going. So yeah, that's it. In terms of this game, Arsenal deserved it because they played well when they had to control the ball defensively. They were solid. But it's chalk and cheese. 2 teams at different stages. So let's go into the match rating quickly before we wrap this up. All of our the football show will be coming up as well. Look out for that one where we look at the midweek fixtures, and then we look ahead to the weekend's fixtures as well. The podcast, that one should be dropping as well as promised. I've been promising that now for God knows when, but we should be dropping that one as well very, very soon. And yeah, hopefully we can drop that. So let's get straight into it. We got about 132 subscribers. Thank you very much. We're going into 200. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to my channel. And yeah, really, really appreciate that. So let's get straight to the match. Let's get straight to the player ratings. Go Anthony Kinski. What am I going to give him? Yeah, I'm not going to blame him for the goal, to be honest. Yeah, I'll give him a 6. To be honest, he didn't really do much to me. He didn't even, how many saves did he make? He made a couple of mistakes, but I'll give him yeah, he made a couple of mistakes trying to play out from the back. Yeah, I'll give him a 6. Um, Pedro Porro, he got toned once. He defended really well, though. He got toned once. He had a couple of what do you call it? Good defensively against Martinelli. Did well against Trossard as well. But delivery wise, he was poor. He couldn't cross the ball. Normally, he should just be whipping those balls in. They should tell him just whip it in. Cuts it back sometime, but just whip it in most of the time. I'll give him a 6 as well. Who else? Now, this young man, very impressed with him. I wish he could play with both his left and right feet. He was very, very good as well. Spence, I like the way he goes for defensively. He was very good against whoever played up him. He was solid. I like him the way he played. I'm gonna give Spence a 7. I think he did well. Did well. Bissouma for me, yeah. This guy should be, I think this is his last season at Tottenham. I think Andy's must be fed up with him. I remember last season he was going past players. Now he can't even do it now. Looks like he's scared losing the ball, gets brushed off the ball so quickly for me. He's had a couple of good games lately as well, which is the surprising thing. But yesterday, Arsenal just looked like they wanted more, and it looks like our players froze for some reason. I don't know. Maybe the intensity is just different. And Bissouma, I'll give him a 4, man. He was poor, very poor, and I wouldn't be surprised if he moves on in the summer. The other guy next to him, Pepe Matassa, yeah, they both don't track back enough for me. Their job is to track back. I saw Bagval track back and he covered the ground and made the clearance, last ditch clearance to save Tottenham in the second half, and that's what I expect from Pat Busuma and Sa. But they were both piss poor, so I'm gonna give Sa 5. Next player is Bogval. That boy is just going to be one hell of a player. I can't wait for him to actually start playing regularly for Tottenham. I think he has to be the preferred number 6 now for me for Tottenham. Someone needs to play himself back into it. I'll play him every game. For the first half, I'll put him on first half every game. Then maybe when we're winning, you can change him. But this boy has been incredible. About 3-4 games now, or 5 games. He's been very, very good. And I think he was superb, to be honest. It was very good. So I'll give him a 9. I would have given him a 10 because he was miles better than everyone else on the pitch, turning, covering the ground, ball retention, gives a little bit of an angle. He goes past people as well, busting through the midfield. When he starts making the right decision, passing the ball first time and picking it up, I think he's going to be box to box, really, hopefully injury free, and all that. This boy is going to be one hell of a player for Tottenham, and that's why you got to give this manager time to build a good squad with this young team. So I'm giving him a 9, big fat 9 for Iceberg. Then next player is Kulu. Kulu's had a lot of good games in the past for Tottenham, but this one he was poor, man. I didn't even know what he was doing. Sometimes he was trying to control the ball. It seems to take ages for him to bring the ball under control. His decision making as well. That's what I've criticized him for in the past. Decision making is not always right. I want to see Kulu, the one I saw against City. That's the Kulu I'm looking for. He was poor. He was poor. It was, I gave him a 5 based on money in the bank. But yesterday it was okay-ish, but it was poor yesterday. So Kulu gets a 5. Who else? Who else? Son, man, Sonny. I don't know what's wrong. I think because I've been saying I'm gonna give Sonny loads of credit in the bank. He's got credit in the bank for me, but that credit is running low, man. To be honest, he was poor yesterday. When he scored the goal, but he was poor. You need to be taking on your man and whipping that ball in every single. That's all you need to be doing every single time. Where you get the ball, run it down the line, whip it in, left foot. You can use both feet as well. Do a little shimmy, go left, go right, take him down the line and whip the ball in. That's all you need to do. Make him confused. And if you're going to go inside, the guys that go outside, just make the guy walk a little bit. But Timber bullied him. Timber was just all over him, very aggressive. And Son didn't fancy it at all. Yeah, I'm going to give Son a 5. He needs to improve. He needs somebody to push him, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to give Son a 5. Who else? Solanke for me. He did okay. He was trying to. He had the 2 guys against him. It was tough for him, to be honest. And nobody coming, linking up in midfield to come and play next to him. Yeah, but it was, he couldn't. I think because he's been playing a lot of games as well. He needs a rest, I think. But he was just being harassed everywhere he goes, and he struggled. He struggled a little bit, but he still did well. Did well. He could have scored. Saliba, what was his name? Gabriel blocked one of his chances. So I'll give him a 6 for Sri Lanka. Yeah, he needs a rest. Just to come off the bench at times, yeah, so give him a 6. Do, 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 do. Next, Madison. He came on. He tried his best. I'm frustrated with Madison. Yesterday, I was frustrated with him. There was a bit where he got into the box, and he was trying to kick the ball with his flick it with the outside of his right feet, instead of the ball was really, really placed on his where he could have used his left foot to smash it, but again he was trying to use his right foot, and he kept pointing to where he wants people to go to. I don't know why he keeps doing that. Open up your body. He needs to use more of his long range passing as well. I don't know, maybe his instruction from Ange, but James Madison can do that. He can put the ball on his sixpence. I think he needs to do more of that as well. Trying to create for people, and people needs to be making runs, drop deep and go behind. I think that's what they need to be doing. We need runners in this team. That's the key thing. I think our wingers are not good enough so far this season, and that's where the problem is. So although we scored loads of goals, but we still have that problem. So Midas, I'm going to give him a 5. Who else came on? Richarlison, yeah, he came on. Did a little bit of his thing on the left, but he's been out for so many games, so it's going to take him time before he gets back into the swing of things. The manager said he's been doing really well in training, so hopefully against Everton this weekend he can bag a couple of goals. We need to win that game, to be honest. Is it one of those must-win games? Out of these 2 games, we need at least 4 points from those 2. If we win those, that will take us to 27 points. So yeah, we can build from there. I don't know who we play after that. I think he's in the league. I think he's Brentford after that. So they're all tough games. But as long as we can finish 8th or something in the league, I'll be happy with our league positions. Anything else is a bonus, to be honest. So yeah. So I'm gonna give Richie a 5. Yeah, he did what he had to do, run around, and can't expect much from him. Try to put some crosses in as well. So yeah, that's what he tries to do. And finally, let's go to. No, I've not done Archie Gray now. I've not done Gray. I forgot him. Archie Gray, I think he played really well as well. Very, very good. Yeah, very good on the ball. His defensive play, maybe this a little bit of improvement, but I think he was good. He played really well. People are forgetting that, he's playing in defense and he's not a defender. Um, and yeah, they just expect him to get on with it, and that's what he's doing. And he plays some good games as well, So yeah, he's I'll give him a 7 for Archie Gray, and then Ange Postecoglou. I think it go based on the performance of the team. It's his responsibility to motivate the players. They came out and said the players that it was unacceptable, that the tempo was really low, and that the players needed to do more. And yeah, I think it was his responsibility to get that, and he didn't get that from the players. So yeah, it was poor. And yeah, it's a reflection of your team. The manager always gets the blame. So yeah, I give him a 5. So yeah, that's the player ratings really for the game. And yeah, was a I think most people were not expecting a win, to be honest. Deep down, everybody was just fronting, to be honest. Deep down, I didn't expect to win, but when we scored, I thought we could at least get something. But it is what it is. We move on. Everton next, and we look forward to that one over the weekend. We'll be doing the watch along as well. 3 o'clock kickoffs on Saturday. It's going to be a full show over the weekend. All about 90 minutes. We'll be back as well. Commentary box as well. We'll be back on Sunday. That will be on Sunday after the last game of the Premier League. So if you want to come and talk, make sure you look out for that one. Thank you for watching. Make sure you stay safe. God bless. And I'll see you next time.